Okay, this will be video number 4 of my random electronic stuff, just about the house here. What we have here is a Zenith Space Command color TV. Was manufactured in 1986, April of 1986, and this was my parents' TV. They bought it brand new sometime after April of 1986. I was 15 years old, and my parents got their income tax check, and we desperately needed a TV. So they went ahead and they bought this one, and I don't remember where we bought it. It was an electronics store, but it wasn't a Best Buy or anything like that. I don't remember. But this TV was expensive. I remember them paying close to $400 for this TV back then. It's a good TV. They used it for years, and believe it or not, it still actually works. It needs a little bit of TLC. It's got some picture issues, but it still comes on. It still works just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and, wait, before I do that, I actually still have the original remote that goes with it. It doesn't work. It requires some kind of very strange battery that I don't even know if they manufacture anymore. I'm not real sure. But anyway, you did the direct tuning with this remote, channel, up and down, volume. And at the time, there was a VCR that went with this TV, and we didn't have it, of course, but the remote just went ahead and had that. But if I would could find the battery for this and actually put it in and get it going, I bet you this remote would probably still work. Hasn't worked in I don't know, a long time. So that's that. And then I actually have the tag. This is off the back of the TV. Kind of hard to read. I don't know if my phone will focus on it or not. And there we go. Model number SB3933WC. And then look at the bottom, manufactured in April of 1986. This tag fell off of the TV a couple of years ago. I just kind of keep it in a little drawer over here next to all my electronic component stuff here. So anyway, oh, and the issue is in here, these two white knobs. This one's bent in for some reason. So if you barely touch it, it makes the screen get all like turns it white, and it washes out and everything. This other one kind of is the same way. If you mess with it too much, it kind of freaks out the screen. I'm thinking it's probably got the circuit board that's attached to. It's probably got some cold solder joints. I need to take it apart and see if I can maybe flow some more solder around that. Or maybe they just need to be cleaned, all these things in here. But yeah, it controls the the color level. The two white ones are the picture and the black level. Those are the two that are kind of a little wonky on it. So there it says Space Command. Anyway, I'll go ahead and turn it on, but again, I'm not going to leave it on too many stations because of the copyright. So it turns on. Ooh. So as you can tell, it's still got a pretty good picture. If my phone would like to focus on it. Anyway, so you can see it still works pretty good. I didn't want to mess with those knobs because I didn't want to get it all out of whack. Anyway, over here you got the the channel number, and of course you can adjust it up and down wherever you want to put it. It goes, I believe it just goes up to 99. You got your volume up, volume down, power on off. And another, just like that other TV I had in the previous video, it has a switch for UHF or cable TV, and then it's got a AFC control over here, which really doesn't do a whole heck of a lot in my opinion. But I guess I can just real quick show what happens to that when it decides to flip out. So I just barely touch this. If you try to adjust it, oh, that's going to make a liar out of me. There we go. See, I just barely touched it and it just completely turned white. If you just wiggle and jiggle the knob and try to mess with it, it just does not make the TV happy. So I'm going to go ahead and shut that off so I don't damage the screen. So basically that's all there is to it. I have this main reason I kept this TV was once I get that picture knob figured out, probably keep this for vintage electronics. I'm sorry, vintage video games like the Atari 2600, the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, those kind of things. I do have other TVs that I could use for that, but this one seems to work the best. I had the Atari hooked up to it a few years ago, and it seemed to cooperate a lot better than the other TVs that I have. So I'm thinking that I showed everything on this TV. Oh, it does have, there's got the one speaker there, and then it has a headphone jack as well. Not a whole lot to the back of the TV, just your basic connections. Try to spin this around without dropping it. That would be lovely. So basically that's all that's all there is back here. That's it. And yes, I know it's kind of dirty and gross, but it's been sitting in basements in the last few houses that I've lived in. I plug it in and turn it on once, maybe twice a year, just to keep everything going in it. Keep the capacitors, where they're supposed to be. Keep kind of the majority of the dust out of it. So anyway, that's it for this video. If you guys like what you're seeing, I know this is just kind of basic stuff, but if you do like what you're seeing, just go ahead and click that subscribe button, and I will have more videos coming out. So thank you for watching.